Now en route to South Korea, it comes after ICE agents detain those workers.
Amid increasingly stringent U.S. border security measures, a shocking incident unfolded at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport in late August 2025. As of September 2025, developments related to the event continue to captivate public attention. Units from the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement unexpectedly sealed off a premium lounge area at the world's busiest airport, resulting in the seizure of over 1,900 counterfeit passports and numerous fake identification documents. The incident not only exposed vulnerabilities in the border control system, but also underscored the relentless efforts of the U.S. government to safeguard national security against threats from illegal immigration. If you're interested in this topic, comment number 1. Atlanta's airport, handling over 100 million passengers annually, has long been a hotspot for security concerns. On August 14, 2025, ICE agents conducted a large-scale raid at the Delta Sky Club Lounge, a luxurious space reserved for business-class travelers. According to initial reports from reliable sources, ICE forces locked down the entire area, halting all entry and exit for over 4 hours. Hundreds of passengers and airport staff were detained for identity verification, leading to chaotic yet tightly controlled scenes. The results were staggering. Over 1,900 counterfeit passports from various African, Asian, and Latin American countries were confiscated on the spot. These documents were meticulously crafted, utilizing advanced printing technology and fake holograms to bypass the airport's automated scanning systems. This event was no coincidence. According to analyses from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Atlanta has emerged as a hub for smuggling networks dealing in people and forged documents in recent years. The seized passports primarily belong to individuals attempting illegal entry, some of whom are suspected of ties to transnational criminal activities such as human trafficking, money laundering, and even terrorism. During the raid, ICE apprehended over 1,600 individuals suspected of being illegal immigrants, including those who used fake passports for domestic or connecting international flights. Authorities noted that many passports were concealed in luggage, some even hidden inside electronic devices like handheld gaming consoles, a common tactic observed in similar cases. As of September 2025, the latest updates from official sources indicate that the fallout from the incident continues to spread. On September 8th, DHS announced that ICE had expanded its Operation Midway Blitz, part of the Making America Safe Again strategy, aimed at dismantling criminal networks linked to illegal immigration nationwide, with a focus on major cities like Atlanta. The operation, named in memory of victims of crimes committed by illegal immigrants, has led to over 4,000 arrests across Georgia since the start of the year, ranking 4th nationwide. Specifically, following the Atlanta incident, ICE conducted additional random checks at other airport lounges, seizing hundreds more fake documents and deporting over 500 individuals in the first 2 weeks of September alone. A report from the Shirazi Law Immigration Law Office on September 2nd highlighted that ICE raids have significantly intensified since the beginning of the year, focusing on individuals with no prior criminal records but in violation of immigration status. This event reflects the tension between national security needs and human rights. On one hand, ICE's actions have been praised for thwarting potential security risks, particularly as some counterfeit passports were linked to international criminal organizations. Security experts argue that the seizure of 1,900 passports not only prevented thousands of potentially risky flights, but also provided valuable leads for larger investigations. On the other hand, immigration advocacy groups like the ACLU have criticized the raids as potentially discriminatory, particularly toward Latin American and African immigrant communities. A related incident reported on August 18th involved a federal court in Atlanta ruling that jet bridge searches were unconstitutional following an investigation by Atlanta News First, a development that could impact ICE's future operations. Furthermore, this incident highlights the critical role of technology in airport security. The counterfeit passports were detected thanks to a new biometric scanning system deployed in Atlanta since early 2025, combined with artificial intelligence to identify anomalies in passenger data. However, experts warn that with advancements in 3D printing and AI, the production of fake documents is becoming increasingly sophisticated, requiring greater investment in staff training and equipment upgrades. On September 11, 2025, ICE announced plans to collaborate with airlines like Delta to enhance digital luggage screening, aiming to prevent tactics like hiding passports in electronic devices. From an economic and social perspective, the incident temporarily disrupted operations at Atlanta's airport, causing hundreds of flight delays and estimated losses in the millions of dollars. Local businesses, particularly Georgia's tourism industry, expressed concerns about the airport being labeled a crime hotspot. However, local authorities, including Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens, voiced strong support for ICE, emphasizing that security must remain the top priority. With the midterm elections approaching, the event has become a focal point of political debate, with Republicans praising stricter border measures and Democrats calling for more humane immigration reforms. As of the latest update on September 11, 2025, ICE reported that post-raid investigations led to the arrest of 3 key suspects accused of masterminding a passport smuggling network from China and Nigeria. Additionally, a Georgia-based license plate monitoring company briefly halted cooperation with federal authorities due to concerns over ICE raids, as reported on August 28th, but resumed collaboration in September under stricter oversight. Meanwhile, small-scale protests against ICE took place in Atlanta in early September, but were managed without significant conflict, according to GPB News. The lockdown of the Atlanta Airport Lounge and the seizure of 1,900 counterfeit passports serve as a stark example of the complexity of immigration issues in the U.S. With ongoing updates in September 2025, it is clear that ICE is intensifying its operations while facing legal and social challenges. Following these developments not only sheds light on border security,